What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to hop back into the Eternal Empire. Although we've suffered some setbacks in the last little bit, we're still going to try and take out all the forces of disorder and chaos. So we've been dealing with a bunch of stuff, and I just noticed that we got Grom the Paunch right here, and he's got some biggins, and he's got some night goblins. We might have to deal with that army with Boris Todbringer himself, but we'll see where he goes on the next turn, because we're not going to be doing much on this turn. We're just going to pass it over. But we have been fighting in the east and trying to get rid of all of the orcs and goblins coming in. We're going to retake all of Sylvania and then push up into the mountains and do some damage to them that way. But it has been a nightmare fighting this back. Now, we do have some more stuff going on up north. We've got Static going after one of the Nurgle heroes, and we've got Elspeth getting reinforced back at Nuln. We're going to have a bunch of stuff to do. Hopefully we can get some knights into her units pretty quick. But let's just start off by letting the other nations go, and we'll see where they end up. Now, I hope everybody is staying hydrated and staying out of this dang heat, because it's like 99 degrees where I am right now. And, yeah, I hope everyone is literally staying cool and calm and indoors if you can. This is nasty. We are not going to win any of these, so we're just going to let them take them, and they're going to take Guggenheim, and they're just going to keep pushing inland, and we're going to have to go over and fight them. Which means we have to get Elspeth von Draken's forces up as quickly as possible so she can take on one of those armies. Furix was wounded. Gifted musicians, we're going to get a little bit of campaign movement range.
Diligent creator, I have
increased mobility there. Now, what we can do allied recruitment. Can we get any of the good ones? We can only get Empire Knights. Regents of Renown, we cannot recruit them just yet. We can get the Zintler's Right Guard. We can get the Good Cannon. We cannot get the Stoommaker Hellstorm Rocket Battery yet. What can we do for Amethyst? Oh, those are state troops. Let's go to Amethyst. Why can we not recruit those? Let's go and check out our Amethyst Armory. Purchase Amethyst units. So we need 1,000 of the schematics to do that. So it's not going to help us right now. The Regiments of Renowned, Silver Bullets, which are just regular handgunners. Those are Hochland long rifles. We can get them, some cannons. Nuln's territory is Doldenbach and Wissenberg. I do want to go over and start dealing with all of these. It's going to be tough. Can we get any more heroes here? That would be good. Where are we actually with... What is this one? That's Gotrek and Felix. So we don't need to worry about that. Death's Timekeeper. We have to win a battle, and that gives us Death's Timekeeper as an item. Which actually gives us an ability. It's direct damage to use spell, so I will have to do that. Where is... That's our big walls, and we're going to do that. Theodore Bruckner. We need more cavalry.
The graveyard rose.
So we're going to move you to there, Elspeth, and we are going to get you some cavalry. We now have access to great swords, however. Great swords are going to be a massive improvement. So what I think we're going to do... What is the difference between the Reichsguard and the Knights of More? They get less charge bonus, but more melee attack and defense, and more hit points. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with the Knights of the Black Rose. We'll get 2 units of them over time, and we'll get a couple of great swords. And then our next turn, we will get... a pair of cannons. And then we will save the rest of our money for that. Looks like our Bright Wizard has leveled up, so let's get him the Flamestorm, because that is an ability we're going to need. Now, where did that army end up? It disappeared. Now, Carrick Zipflin is definitely under siege. We'll deal with him in a second, actually. Let's go over and deal with Static Lore. This is the first time we're going to have a Master Engineer in a fight. It's going to be a decisive victory, but I am still trying to stick by the whole let's fight it out as long as one of our characters is involved sort of situations. And I do apologize if anyone can hear the panting in the background. It is massively hot up where I am recording right now, and I am sweaty from the walk out here. So much, in fact, that my soon-to-be brother-in-law is like, "No, you're not going to be walking home. We are going to come get you and make sure that you are safe because it is dangerously hot out there." And I'm going to keep repeating this because I know geeks are not want to drink water, which would be smart and healthy, but drink water because everybody should be. We want to keep as many geeks around and happy and healthy. Means more geeks in gaming, means more games, means more stuff I get to play with. So try and take it easy. Try to stay out of the heat. Keep yourselves hydrated. Water, 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 water. Because it's a big deal. Whew. Now, I've never used a Master Engineer in combat before, so we're going to see how this guy does. We do have some Hochland long rifles. They have extreme range over the Nuln Ironsides or even the handgunners, so we're going to use them as our sniper units, and they're going to be pretty much set up behind our stuff. The Furies is the only thing that can get behind and get to them, and then these Nurglings are going to get charged by our Knights and our Halberdiers probably. We have a unit-to-unit ratio for melee and cavalry, so it's going to be fine. Dealing with the Nurgle Spellcaster, whatever, it's fine. And we can outshoot them, so not a big deal. And then we'll go over to the undead side and deal with all of that. Alright, we're going to set up our infantry as best we can along this line. Our Hochland long gunners, like that. And we're going to send our cavalry this way. There's not a lot of long gunners in those units. I'm glad we have some other units, the Ironsides. The other one. We're going to use our cavalry as outriders. And in a couple of minutes we will have more coming in. Now what I think we're going to actually do is we're going to move our infantry up a bit, along with not so much. Let's actually do that. And then pull our Master Engineer up, and he should be good. We'll just speed it up.
The Empire endures. Go!
And just look at that range. Hochland long gunners are amazing. Just charge in from the side. Once these guys get a little bit close, we'll use an experimental shot on them. See if we can get our cavalry out of there. Are they going to turn around and come back at us? We're just going to pause real quick and give some charge orders here. The faster we nuke these guys down, the better off we're going to be. So many little Nurglings, but they're already starting to suffer demonic instability. Let's just get them up a little bit closer. That should be the last unit of Nurglings. Now we just sit back and wait for the Herald and Nurgle to die off. Done. Decisive victory, didn't even need our reinforcements. Now we can get Talabheim underneath our control. We can get Static Lore to go into the city, and then it'll give us a defensive advantage against the orcs and goblins that are coming up from the south. We don't know if they're going to go west or if they're going to go north just yet. If they go west, we're still trying to get Ulrich and Magdova. But it's not bad either way, really. There's Karnak that just got released with the new Skull Throne little patch, the rebalance for all of the forces of Khorne, because they kind of needed it. Having Karnak in here as a legendary hero is nice too. He's a good Hellhound puppy Cerberus thing, at least in the Blood God's eyes. Let's take the
More
treasury.
trouble than they're worth.
Killed him. Got a bailiff. Agitator.
Master engineer.
Send our master engineer back here.
Imperial scholar.
Alright, so let's get survivalist and route marcher for him. And he doesn't have any heroes in his army yet.
Modifications.
We can get an Empire captain to keep him safe. Let's get a strong one.
The Empire.
And let's bring back our buddy Daniel, who's going to join that army.
They'll be marching all right.
Then all the way over here, Boris Todbringer. We are going to take Karak Siflin, and I think we're actually going to take it this time. And then deal with the undead out here. Just more battle, and if we can get more cavalry kills in, that will help us get the epic hero that is supposed to go in Elspeth's army. And I'm hoping he's as good as I'm thinking he is, because we need him to stand firm with Elspeth while she has a master engineer, or just an engineer with her. That way she'll have some melee support and not have to do it herself. We'll set up our mortars in a good spot, and we'll just let them rain down some death on everything. Again, the bats and the undead wolves are the only things that are really, really important there. We can deal with those easily enough. Zombies, completely worthless. They're the second worst unit in the entire universe, the first being Skaven slaves, of course. And skeleton warriors are pretty solid overall, but not frightening, if that makes sense.
The Empire endures. The ground quakes. For the Emperor.
There we go there. And group those. Alright. So let's get our halberdiers set up on the line.
Ready to fire.
Our handgunners behind. Boris will send you over here. Our captain here. Take your skirmish mode off. We'll put you right in the center along with our wizard. And we'll send our knights up on this flank. And that looks good. We are going to channel magic though, because 4 winds of magic is pathetic. 9 will do. Should at least get us 1 flaming skull in before they get there. Let's get our units moving out here. Let's just cast our Burning Head.
We are Sigmar's heirs. We await your orders.
Let's actually alter their courses just a little bit. I don't mind if our knights take a little bit of fire damage. It's fine. Pull them out, and then let our mortars do a little bit more damage. Let's actually send a couple of units of halberdiers in here. They're starting to alter their course a little bit.
We are Sigma's heirs! Ready for war!
Not too difficult now that we've got this kind of sorted out.
Attack!
Boris Todbringer's all over here by himself, but he's doing some massive damage against these skeleton warriors.
Ready for war!
Wow, they just got massively hit by the mortars. We should actually stop them.
Water! Hold fire! The Heldenhammer! Sigma! Charge!
I don't think this is going to last very much longer, so let's just do that. Decisive victory. We'll take it. I think we're going to sack it again, though. Lost 28 to 1,000, so definitely a good ratio for us. That's kind of what happens with zombie mobs, though. So we'll see. It's another few kills added towards our goal as well. Sacking is not going to do much for us. If we loot and occupy it, then repair it right away, will that set off chain reaction? I think we're just going to sack it for now, because they are not nearly as low on...
This will bolster the nation.
Are we outside of reinforcement range from Kerr Ziflin? Should be. Alright, Boris, let's get you another point here. Honest Steel is Demogryph Knights and Great Swords, Pistol Corps, Speed of Horse. That's all of the different knights. I think we're going to have a specialist knight guy that we're going to go with. I think Honest Steel, because we're going to make Boris one of our heavy hitters. Let's just get him Sigmar's Ward for right now. Can't get another point in training just yet. So let's get hard to hit, because melee defense is good. And our Witch Hunter, we already got Grim Resolve, so let's get him another rank in Silver Bullets. Alright, can we get another... nope, can't get Cleanse Corruption, so Silver Bullets it is. And nothing on our Battle Wizard there. So that'll be fine for that. And we got some more money coming in. Let's see what we can do over here for our...
Elspeth von Draken.
Can we actually get the 2 Greatsword units now? We can. So that'll be... 2. Should be fine like that. We'll see how it works out.
When war does
And
not call, it is
this,
better.
our badass up here is, what does Telepipe have? It doesn't have much. This garrison's pretty weak. Let's get you some more troops. You've got some long gunners, but you don't have much else. Let's get you... I think some archers would be a good idea in that situation. Then we'll just have to watch the orcs and goblins. Now let's check our diplomacy, because if there's anything that we can do as far as these, it would be great. I do not want to ally with the Worker of Woe, because I want to take them out eventually. Because I consider Draika as kind of a bad thing anyway. Let's look into getting a defensive alliance with Averlin. And the Ice Court.
Let us discuss stately affairs.
We'll take that. Can we get any military alliances? Not quite yet. We could confederate with Reichland.
Greetings, fellow heirs of Sigmar.
Let's become the Imperial Prince. And just like that,
Men of the Empire, what brings you here?
we can set ourselves up diplomatically and give us a lot more income. Let's do as much as we can with the good section of the Wood Elves. Taliesin, can we can't get that yet. Weird Oath, we can do though. No movement, no defensive. Alright. So, having formed a confederation with Reichland, we now control so much.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, so let's check what your stats are. Good leadership, unit experience gain, weapon strength for greatswords and demigryph knights in his army. And he's confident. Much as I'd like to keep that, we're just gonna junk it because we need the money.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Now, where is Karl Franz? Right, he's at the
Bring me to my men.
Gap. And can we get you back into an Imperial
Diligent,
province?
meticulous, shrewd, handsome.
Yes,
On
we can.
march!
So we'll get him back. He's already got everything
Yes.
that we could possibly want. And he's got Imperial Special Forces, so great swords. He's got Emperor's Finest, which is his foot troops. He's got Honest Steel. So I think this is going to be the guy that we use. Oh, recruitment cost down. I think it's actually going to be... He is literally going to be our Knight and Greatsword guy. Too hard to hit on there, and we'll get Imperial Special Forces for Reichsguard and Greatsword units. So that's going to be great. He's got an Empire General with him. He's got full training. I'll give him Sigmar's War because he's got a Pegasus. And we have a Battle Priest. Full replenished troops. Get him Shield of Faith. And then Impassioned. Make him a little bit more defensive.
A clean firearm is a reliable firearm.
Alright, so it's Simon Thurgan. I actually know a Simon, so that works out for us. Gal Maraz. Why is Franz not using Gal Maraz?
Now.
Control, +1 roll. Did you weapons? Where's Kate Norska? Gal Maraz. What does is the Beast Slayer is his Rune Fang. Drakvald Rune Fang. Yeah, we're going to go get Gal Maraz on his side, because that's important. So we can give the Beast Slayer to someone else. We don't have any armor or anything for him. That's fine.
Summon the Elector Counts.
We'll give Ben Huss, and I actually know a Ben, so that's good for us. Let's actually give the Warrior Priest the Beast Slayer, just to make it better. Alright, Hero has not moved. He's cunning, so ambush and poison. Conrad, I know Conrad too, so let's keep it rolling there. What are his skill points in? Scavenge, and yeah, he can actually start moving towards our forces out here.
Engineer.
The engineer, we are just going to we can't just scrap him. Eckhart, that's one that we have to change. Oh, we can disband him. There we go. Not worth the time.
Your loss.
We have a bunch of money. So we're only going to get a couple of archers here. Can we get him anything else that will help him out in the long run? Not in a single turn. Can he get him another unit of knights? Which is fine. Altdorf. We want growth, because the provinces aren't good. Building upgrade is available. Vertbad already has walls, but we don't have the money to upgrade its walls anymore. sad.
For Verena and Null.
Commandments. Up here, we want the growth and cost for all buildings until that's finished off. Commandment here, same thing. Helmgart, same thing till it's finished. Alright. Let's let the other nations go and see how it works out. I was not expecting to be able to confederate with Reichland.
The dead are thick about you. Welcome.
Join war against the Ecstatic Legions and Sarl for 700 coin. No, not at the moment. We are going to book Karl Franz over as fast as we can, and we might try to get a peace treaty with the vampire counts in Bretonnia. Or we could lose this fight. It's a valiant defeat. We might be able to pull out a win. We'll see. Heinrich Himmler's a pain in the butt, so we'll see what it's like. Let it load up. So then we can just build Karl Franz up later. We got 20 minutes left in this episode, so we'll see how it works out. His army is not very good overall. We'll put the archers on the end of each other. Set up the center to be pretty decent. Swordsmen can go on the ends. Alright. Swordsmen go at either end, and then we'll mix our halberdiers and shields in there. Again, same sort of thing. But at least we have Karl Franz. And we will come up here. Send the warrior priest there.
To me, men! To arms,
Let's see what he does. We're going to let him kind of come to us.
Go!
Okay, he's got a necromancer and a white king over there. So let's do this. Send you after the white king. Do that. Take our prince, or our knight here, send him, and Franz after those bats.
By Ulrich's wrath! Ready for war! We are Sigma's heirs! To arms, men! Battle and blood await!
Deal with that.
Shield of faith! Charge! For hell and hammer! Ready! I will not stand idle!
I'll send you after those hounds.
The Empire endures!
That white king is doing some massive damage. So are these black knights. Just chewing into everything.
My subjects call! My rule is absolute! By Ulrich's wrath! To battle! Sigma!
Alright, our warrior priest is falling back.
For Altdorf!
Once he's dealt with those, we'll send him after Heinrich Himmler.
Conditions acceptable! For Heldenhammer! Now! Ready to smite! Emperor's might! Sigma calls! Sigma!
We are going to lose this army. That's not here nor there. It's about how much damage we can do to Heinrich Himmler before we lose it.
I speak, you act! Ulrich's wrath on them!
Come on, Franz, we need you to deal with that. so we can send you in to deal with Kemmler himself. There we go.
Captain of the Empire!
State troops ready! Crossbows ready, General!
Yes! Withdraw!
Withdraw!
We just need to get rid of Kemmler.
Yes,
So
get
let's
up!
actually pull our captain into that fight with him. If we start going for character assassination, we might just be able to win this.
Sigmar calls! War! For the Emperor!
Sigma! Preservers!
Alright, hopefully we can get this done. Where's those spearmen? Get them in on those.
We are Sigmar's heirs! See to it! Sigmar!
Go after Kemmler.
The Heldenhammer!
If we can knock him out, this has all been for something.
Karl Franz!
Withdraw!
We're losing a lot of troops, but we knew we were going to lose this fight as soon as it came up. We just need to kill the Arch Lich, or the Arch Necromancer himself.
The Empire endures!
If we can knock him out, that'll be a big
No
boon.
lingering! This is my command! Sigma preserve us! Prepare for combat!
Just get Kemmler out of this.
Sigma! Preserve us!
For Heldenhammer!
Okay, that was a big chunk of his life out. Nice little charge.
Sigma! No! Get them! Attack! Prepare for combat! Hand gunners!
Withdraw!
Quick march! Now!
Alright, so the only thing left on the field right now is Franz. If we can get another good charge in. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Let's just speed it up and see how it goes. Alright, so that kind of sucks. We're going to need to try and maybe get a peace treaty with the Barrow Legion, Heinrich Himmler himself. But now we have a lot of territory that we can start using towards getting our money up. So the two provinces we definitely, or the, not provinces themselves, but the two cities that we need to hang on to are Altdorf for the Great Wizard's Conclave and the other things that it has in it, the Imperial Palace, and Nuln. We can keep those, we'll be doing pretty good.
Von Drachen.
We'll take a non-aggression pact for right now. We can't afford to get involved in another war right now. Once the orcs go, we're really going to lose something. Nope, not doing that there. Alright, muster for Elspeth. Karl Franz is wounded. We have a bunch of money, and we're making a bunch of money. Now, if Heinrich Kemmler comes down through from here, he's got a bunch of zombies now. We might have to sacrifice Eilhart. Can he get there in a turn? He can. So let's just go straight from Altdorf and get ourselves, because we got 3 turns on him. Let's get a general up. We got how many turns? 3 turns before we can get him. Imperious, Strategist, Monster Hunter, Noble. Perceptive. Got any Arch-Lectors that are good? A Weapon Master Arch-Lector. Take that. And let's rename this one to Grim. Kind of looks like him anyway. But his purpose here is going to be to get a army up for Franz when he comes back. So let's start off with some halberdiers. Does Altdorf not have anything like that? Altdorf isn't maxed yet, so no. Alright, let's take that. Let's just go with halberdiers. Let's grab... Actually, we're going to take the time. 2 units of great swords. Do we have Reichsguard available to us right now? There they are. There's 4 turns for them. Be better to do it other ways. Let's get a couple of Hochland long gunners.
This will bolster the nation.
Kind of tempted to swing back in through here and just deal with them that way. It's got mostly a zombie army. Let's deal with some other stuff before we consider that. How's our diplomacy looking? Nothing that we really want to take a bite out of. Elspeth, are you almost ready?
Elspeth von Draken.
2 turns and you'll be ready. Or we can make it 1 turn and we can get you starting to head out, because that's all happening there.
Sir, weapon practice.
Alright, you've got 14 units now.
Only the best.
Grab that. Another set of archers. Another set of knights. Help there.
They will be judged.
Send a witch hunter as close as we can. We have to be in encamp stance for that. Let's pull back to Montfort. Heal up. And what can we get from... Ooh, we could get a couple of hammerer units. Or 1 hammerer unit. Do they have any good artillery? They've got the Goblin Hewer, which is anti-large, fast for a dwarf, and unbreakable, and armor-piercing missiles. So that might be a good idea. Long-drawn slayers are in there. I was kind of hoping for more of the... You know what? Let's get... What's the range? 80, 440. Let's grab a unit of cannons. So let's grab 2 units of cannons. We'll have some dwarven artillery coming in here. We got 2,500 left for our coin. Let's upgrade that, because 1 more turn. Actually, let's hold off on that, because in 1 turn we'll have 4 and we'll be able to upgrade Nuln. We have an outpost available, but even if we go to Prague? Volksgrad? Yeah, we don't want to do that just yet. How are we looking on the amount of things that we have to kill with cavalry? 895 out of 1,000, so just over 100 more. We'll end the turn, and then we'll upgrade Nuln, because we're going to need that. See what else we can get done before we're... able to do anything else. We're going to be fighting tooth and nail for the next little bit. We've got so many enemies all across here. We don't have a lord there, so we'll let him do what he's going to do. Yeah, he's going to take it.
The dead are thick about you. Welcome.
We don't need another war. We can't handle another war is what I should say. We're losing territory. Siege engine, we've got artillery focus. What are we doing in here? We still can't get any amethyst units. I kind of want to wait for the hell blasters anyway. And we have 686. Now, our gunnery infantry would give us ammunition and reload time reduction. Because we need... How many to go up? Amethyst Ironside. We actually need Amethyst Ironsides before we can do anything, so we're going to save that.
Your last mistake.
Alright, we're going to deal with that in a second.
Amethyst Guardian.
Alright, Elspeth, we're going to move you up. Let's not forget what we're doing with Nuln.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
Get that going up. Heinrich Kemmler's coming that way. That's a lot of boys. And Talabheim, we might lose Talabheim.
Tools of judgment ready. I'll scout the area.
Master Engineer.
And is there anything else that we can quickly do to this army? Like Regiments of Renown, that would be really good. We don't have the coin for it, so no. Then we can start taking this back. We'll get Elspeth to start heading up.
Of Nome.
And then we'll get our walls there next turn, I think. Garrison Lord has a move, which is Boris Todbringer. This will probably be our last fight for this week, and we are going to take Carrick Ziflin this time. Break up the power of the undead, and hopefully do a lot. We do have dwarven cannons now, so we have more artillery, which should, in theory, allow us to do a lot more damage to these undead creeps than we did before. I'd hope, anyway. We'll just set it up like we have the last few times. Our knights going down the left. So let's get our halberdiers, our gunners.
Yes, General. Sir. Wise counsel. Cannon. Water. It will be done.
Alright, so let's, well, channel magic, obviously. And my mouse wheel wants to cooperate with me today.
Halberdiers.
Set up our halberdiers like we always do,
Finding range,
with
sir.
our gunners behind them, and our battle wizard, and our witch hunter in the center,
The Empire
captain on the right, Horus on the
the
left.
ground
We'll
quakes.
send our knights there. Send our cannons up here,
Water.
and our mortars as close as we can get. Now our cannons are in range, good. Let's let it go. We have enough to send out a burning skull at any point.
Wise counsel.
Let's speed it up just a tiny bit and
Orders.
move our knights up.
Ready for war.
Alright, the flaming skull, or the burning head, I should say. I keep calling it flaming skull.
Our steeds are
Just
ready.
cut through a bunch. And some undead dire wolves are getting flaked by our cannons.
Sigmar calls. War. Battle awaits. For the ancestor gods. Moving out. I'll Attack! We are Sigma's
Alright, so this is not looking too bad so far.
It will be done. Sigma! Witch Hunter! Battle and blood await! Fire and will! Cavalry ready! Yes, my lord!
I'll see if we can pull our cavalry off of this so our cannons have a nice clean shot. They're already starting to suffer their vampiric instability.
Wise counsel!
I think we can just speed this one up. It's not going to be too bad. And a decisive victory. Not a bad way to end the week, though Heinrich Himmler's coming in. Alright, so looks like we're going to take the city this time, break up the regional power of the Blackstone Tower? Is it the Blackstone Tower? And then take it over. Just deal with it. And Theodore Bruckner is now on the
Elspeth
field.
von Draken.
Let's take a look at this guy. He is a beast. Look at this man. Just hefty. He's got Liar's Bane, which gives him an ability +3 control and bonus versus infantry. So melee attack and melee defense lasts for 60 seconds. That's good. Baleflame Amulet. And a Storm Lance. So we are definitely throwing him into Elspeth's army.
We're all killers here.
Master
This Garrison Lord is not going to go anywhere by any means. Do we have the ability to get you any more troops? Some miners. I'll take it. Let's see if we can get that. Unassigned skill points. Boris Todbringer. We're going to turn him into something similar to Karl Franz. But Karl Franz is going to do it better. So I think we're going to go with the Emperor's Finest. Because, yeah, we'll go Emperor's Finest for him. And then turn Franz into the big end all. And we'll get some magic capacity from the mage. Yes, the Blackstone Post needs to be dealt with. So we're probably going to deal with that. And if they don't come out, because it's got a huge garrison. So I don't know if Boris's army can take it, but we can siege it and see what happens. Maybe even call in Sarsassone. Let's check our diplomacy real quick. Nothing that we can do. Building upgrades are available. Wordbad, we need to save money for so we can get the next set of walls and get Ulrika, which I think I'm going to put in Elspeth's army. There'll be 4 heroes there, but she'll be the only mage, which is fine. You know, we'll give it one more turn and see how it goes. We'll see if the siege comes in, and if we go a little bit long, we go a little bit long. I'm not eager to get back out into the heat, so we'll see what it is. And my wife is sending me a short video of our 2 boys, our cats, playing with a nice little fishing pole thing. I did not want to fight this one manually, but we're going to fight it manually anyway. So, we found this old fishing rod toy that the boys apparently really love, and they are just going nuts over it. No, it's one to brag about one's children, but I never expected to want to be in that kind of patriarchal or paternal role. Not patriarchal. Fuck the patriarchy. Never thought I'd be in that paternal role, but yeah, the little guys kind of grew on me. So, just going to have to deal with it. Now, we're going to have to see where Heinrich Himmler puts his troops, because it's a nice open field, at Helmgart. And we'll probably try and do as much as we can. We do want to keep all of these guys on the walls as much as we can, with as good a range as we can. And we'll build some towers to help that out. Our greatswords, it's got Kemmler, and he's got skeleton warriors, a lot in there. We've got zombies and stuff on this side. I think we'll put our greatswords there. Let's put 2 units of greatswords up here.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
A couple of units of those. Our knights, we're going to sit here, along with our mortars to get them as good as we can. I essentially want no troops on the ground. I want them all up on the walls, so that our towers can do some damage and everything else. He's got a lot back there, but we'll see what damage we can do in the center. We still have troops sitting around doing nothing. It's essentially, we hold the walls or we die. And I'm going to be sallying forth with those knights to do some damage as soon as possible. We have over 1,000 piercing tower, or level 1 piercing tower there. Level 1 piercing tower there. Get those towers up as soon as possible. Get your butts in motion there, knights.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Prepare for combat! Swordsmen! We serve the Emperor!
Really, it's about holding the walls right now.
Yes, sir! No!
See how much damage we can do to them before they get up here. Because if we can reduce it down to just their cavalry and all that sort of stuff, we should, in fact, be able to hold.
Ready for war! By God, Maraz!
Get you guys involved in this fight.
Great swords! For the Warhammer!
We got a white up on the wall. Oh, that's Krell. Never mind.
Halberdiers! Charge!
See if we can kill them as they come up.
Sigmar commands! Ready for war!
We can now send you around to fight Krell. Piercing Tower 2 or Cannon Tower. Is Kemmler up on the wall? If we can deal with all of this sort of stuff, we might actually be able to hold.
By Ulrich's wrath! Charge!
Okay, how did you get inside? We are knocking out. Ooh, we gotta get down there.
Hand gunners! Emperor's might!
We gotta retake those gates as quickly as possible. We lose this fight if they hold on.
Standing by! Sigmar preserve us! Shields up!
Because we're holding the walls. We're actually holding on here. Are we actually going to be able to beat Krell? That's saying something.
At your service! No! Attack! We await your orders! For friends!
To war! Form a ring of steel!
Okay, we're actually doing pretty good. Those crossbowmen are down, but those are zombies and more zombies, so we should be able to beat those
The
one-on-one.
Empire endures!
Let's get these halberdiers starting to come this way. We might lose this flank, and we'll have to hold on up there. Let's get another tower up. As soon as we can, we'll get another tower there. We put
Great swords!
him down. We might actually be able to win this. We wiped out Heinrich Himmler. It's a Pyrrhic victory, but I will take it. Him losing in a siege is amazing. Whew. Well, that was a victory I did not think we were going to get. Definitely should fight more of these battles, especially if they're valiant defeats. Because, yeah, unless we're completely outnumbered. His greatswords did a lot of work by killing Himmler himself. Looks like this unit of halberdiers was the big winner of the fight, though. Let's take the treasury, because we're going to need more gold. It just sent him back. So, we'll set up everything for the next round, and then that's where we're going to call it for this week, though. Alright, so Talabheim is under attack, and we just got infantry armor.
Elspeth von Draken.
If we lose Talabheim, we will retake it and deal with it that way. Elspeth can go up. These armies starting up here, they gotta be weak. Let's go into our research first. Our state-issued armor is gonna be good. Mounted weaponry, transmarchment, improved cavalry armor will probably be a good idea right about now. Enemies estate, purge the foul, leadership when fighting against greenskins. Purge the foul. It's 7,000 gold though. Now we've got other things to do with that coin. Let's get any of this start affecting our Hellstorm rocket batteries? No. Ordnance canisters will. Let's start getting our artillery up a little bit.
In the empire of our innovation. Not now.
Heinrich Himmler should fall back because he went after Helmgart. Uberstreich is not something we got to worry about, and this Grimm is going to just do that, and we got to get him up. But first things first, we want to get Ulrika Magdova, so let's get those walls upgraded, and that should help us get towards her. Now let's start looking at both Nuln and Altdorf. Altdorf has nothing to level up just yet, but we're still waiting on that. We do have the Red Moon Inn, which is nice. And then Nuln's area, it's got 5 turns to level up. And does it have... because it's 6? Yeah, it's ranking up to rank 4, and then we need 1 more to go up to 5, so that'll be fine. We need that there.
This will bolster the nation.
How much we can do on that front. I hope he comes out, because if he sallies forth, we can deal with him. Because Altdorf, while it has walls right now, if we go into the browser, it has the Altdorf Colleges of Magic, which will give us access to that, the Imperial Palace, and the Castle Reichsguard Stables, and a pottery resource. So we don't have much that we can do on it right now. We're going to keep the walls for the time being, and then we're going to go in and do some other stuff. I guess that's it for buildings that we need to level up.
By Sigma.
Our brother right here, we are going to get you another couple of halberdiers and a unit of knights, because you're going to be doing Karl Franz. Doesn't give you a lot of shooting. Let's actually drop one of those. Let's actually drop both of them and grab a couple of units of regular handgunners. We'll leave the knights. And then, if we're going to be here for 2 turns anyway, we'll grab another couple of units of great swords. And that should set you there. And I think that's where we're going to call it for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.